Now, now, I had to go through this here to confirm who I am. Because the part here where cocaine is being distributed through America is not did by the love of money, but is a secret weapon who have replaced the weapon that was used against us during the reign of the Boston Tea Party, where the white man did the black man any way they wanted to, and there was no form of justice to call them to justice. During the Boston Tea Party, they were slaughtering men, they were hanging the people of the black race, and there was no remorse in the hearts of these men and no recompense to change the status quo. And as I look at the Tea Party to today, it takes you back into time. It's a revelation that takes you back to in time to show you the status quo of America at the time of the Tea Party. And when you go back and read the tea leaves of the pattern of the status quo of the United States of America during the reign of the Tea Party, and the ones of the day who created and manufactured this Tea Party, their mindset is a demonic mindset to act out evil against the peoples of color, to create another myth that we be destroyed in what they do, whether it be by hanging or whether by being enhancing of drugs. They said we need to go back to the time of the Tea Party. It takes us back to a revelation in time where these people did things to us, and there was nobody to call their hand to justice. And they said this is the way we need to be, because it was an America dominated by the white race. This is what it is. And they are trying to get it back. Nobody questioned the formality of President George W. Bush when he had Congress to give them all that money. Nobody asked where that money went. When he had them to give them all them weapons that he claimed was having Iraq, nobody asked where that money went. He said, give me money, give me money. Don't ask where it's going to, just give it to me. And then when this place in Hades had the earthquake, he jumped out in front collecting the money for Hades. And these people have not reaped the benefit of that donation that the peoples of the world have given to them. Nobody is questioning him. But how can you dig a man dig a 90-foot hole and make it 200 miles long? How could they take one man and tell him you need to fix this here, and he was not the one to do it? How can they condemn this man and say it's on you? You're the worst president you have, but they don't look at what this other president had. They don't look at the thorns and briars they're bringing up against Barack Obama in his presidency, even though he have did what no other president have did. But yet there's men who stand in the format of the world and among the people and propaganda a lie and say he is the worst president that we ever had. We see, but we don't understand what we see. We hear, neither can we perceive what we hear. We see the Tea Party out there. It's a thing of racism. It's a thing of destruction. And all the end, when you understand its true identity, it's going to be too late. I'm telling you this. God has placed it upon my heart to reveal these things. I am not speaking out of animosity, and I'm not speaking out of lies. I'm speaking the things that God has revealed unto me, as spoken of in Ezekiel chapter 2. I'm speaking concerning these matters because America and the world is at serious condition. There's a thing is going to happen to us There's a work is going to be worked through the evil mind if we don't change our addiction. We got to constantly, even though it would bring us, we think to our need, we got to reject his product and his craftsmanship. Because the only way you going to be safe, you got to quit catering to his needs. As long as you cater to his needs, you can't complain about the wildfire getting out of control because you are the one that add fuel to the flame. You can't. So when this status quo comes and they put before you a propaganda tool saying you can have this house, you can have this, why haven't you given me this house 20 years ago? How all of a sudden, in order to maintain your strength so you can put more money out there for the people to steal, you're going to say, well, I'll give you this house. You can first time bonus, we're going to give you this. Why is you so being so good now? Do you know something that I don't know? You can't do that. If you see this fire is a fire of no good, if you see the brass is congesting the habitat of this earth, then you got to quit. You got to stop catering to the cause that caused this bride to grow. You got to do this. If you, the system, have not taken the drugs out of your neighborhood, and for so long they have been a plague to you, you got to quit catering to the needs of the drug dealers and the drug traffickers. Look at me. Look at me. I'm not a materialistic person. America is a materialistic nation. And as long as you is a materialistic nation, your addiction is going to become your pitfall. You can't sit and say, well, that man is a drug trafficker. I don't dress like no drug trafficker. You can't sit and say, well, that man is drug dealer. I don't dress because I'm not a materialistic person. But they're trying to guide me and pretend I'm a materialistic person. But if anybody with common wisdom and let their eyes do the seeing and their ears doing the hearing, and you understand the truth, when a man is brought before you and he's dressed like I am and he don't stay by himself, and they propaganda lies and say this man has done this and this man done that, you know these are not true facts. But through the eyes of wisdom, you could see, and through the ears of understanding, you could hear. You could say this man is not a materialistic person. But you go to the propaganda which is spoken of out of the world, and you see the richness that the United States possess, and you see the peoples in the Middle East is still carrying their loads and their burden, using the burden beasts of asses. These are not peoples of materialistic value, but the United States is riding here and riding Cadillac, the best of jet plane and best infrastructure. How can a man who is not materialistic declare war on a man who is materialistic? Because this man who is not materialistic, being great in the earth, don't face him. Only he who is materialistic is the one that being great moves him and dictates which way he should go. This is what you have to see. When a man propaganda and speak lies towards another nation, are saying towards another nation, you got to look at the condition what they live in and how they live in and how they transport themselves. If they transport themselves by ass, using them to carry their burden upside the mountain everywhere, you cannot say this man is an enemy to the world. Because everything he carried and used as a payload, he carried by the ass coat pulling on buggy or car. But when you see the man got mighty tanks, mighty warships, mighty vehicle, mighty payload